Welcome to the Slice and Size podcast. This is our 19th podcast, and I am your host, Dekil, with my co-host,
Evie, hello, and our guest, our beautiful guest.
What's up? My name is Nuriel Gonzalez. Nice to meet you. Already meeting you.
Nice. What did you just say?
We're gonna keep going. Yes.
Yes. So, we're your second-time guest here.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time we've had a second-time guest. So congratulations.
Yeah.
You've made it.
Yeah.
Nuriel is here to talk to us about God and about why we should reform. Take it away, Nuriel.
Okay.
I'm joking. Okay, so you want to explain what you're doing right now in the army?
Okay. So right now, basically, what I'm doing is there are many people, especially in our country, that are not exactly Jews through what is called the halakha. What is basically for people. For example, there's so many types of what is a Jew. For example, there's the Reformic, they call it Conservative, and the Orthodox, which are most of the citizens of Israel.
If you can bring your mic closer to your
Yeah.
face.
No, it's cool. I know you can hear me. So there's so many basically Zramim, so many type of Jews, and the one that I personally want to connect to is what most people are, which is the Orthodox. And there are many people, also citizens of this country, that aren't Jew in general through so many reasons. So we're doing this sort of a course that helps us with basically learning so many things about what is religion and everything. And the end of the course and everything, we have a special, you can call it sort of an interview with three rabbis, and we basically they talk to us and ask us questions, and they decide basically if we are basically part of we call it Am Yisrael, if we are part of that. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now.
I have a question. So you said you connect most with the Orthodox way of things. Now, do you think this is because you just agree with what the Orthodox is, or do you just agree, or you just connect to it more because that's what it's generally accepted in our environment?
I would honestly say, for me personally, it would be both. Because it is at least for me specifically, I do feel like I'm sort of different and everything. I would like to basically join it, and I don't know why. It's something that very inside, and I do. There are things, of course, that religion is such a I guess such a big topic, and there's so many things that everyone says, "Oh, I really like this. I really connect with this," and I'm sure that there's a lot of people. Many I don't personally don't doubt. There's even rabbis. They say I don't agree with it, but I still go with it. There's so many things like that. And I personally, if I don't agree with something, I can tell right this in this specific moment that I probably won't do it. That I'm sure that a lot of people would do, even though they don't agree with it. Yeah.
You want to ask something?
I'm sorry, bro.
Okay. Okay. So this process, which is called Giyul.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're getting closer to God?
Consider yourself and God homies now.
Bruh.
You have him on speed dial now.
I could say personally that I don't. In general, at least, I'll do you say Judaism? I'm not wrong, right? You say Judaism. Yeah. Okay. So in Judaism, for example, we don't know what is God. We don't see a picture. For example, the most associated thing with God, at least with the Christian folks, is of course Jesus. When you see a picture of Jesus and you see everything. And more Jewish side of things, it's we don't know. There's basically 13 rules, okay? And these 13 rules tell you how to like basically believe. For example, you know that he doesn't have a body, he doesn't have all these things. So I don't feel like I'm getting closer to God because I don't understand it. But I do feel like I'm I don't know, there's something a little right about it, but I just can't understand it. And I'm sure there's for example, I'm also in a journey and I don't really know about it, but I feel like it's just something right. And there's things that I feel like it's wrong and I just don't do. But for example, for me, it is in general, like for example, knowing that God has, at least this is the Jewish side, and this is what I learned, for example, is that basically God has no body. If you see, he's not a person, it's not something there. So for example, for me, I personally really believe that, because it's something that is not comprehended. Like for example, creating like everything, it's not something humanly possible. It's not something that maybe even science can do. I personally don't know. It's just something that it's more of a feeling that you can't really explain.
So I'm probably going to ask the same question, but I'm going to rephrase. So not if you're getting closer to God, but do you feel like you're becoming more religious or becoming more connected with the religion?
Yeah, it's because literally I'm learning about it, and it's just, I really do feel like I'm getting more close, at least, to a religion. I don't see myself personally really with it until the end, but I do feel myself like yeah, that was really you realize how like action started with I don't see it until the end.
Sounds like a Fast and Furious line.
Yeah. And, I don't see myself doing it till the end, but I do. It's actually my father really explained this really well. There's like 3 aspects like in our body. It's basically like mind, and then there's our body, and then there's also our like soul. Soul is something you can't really explain, you can't really see, but it's there. You don't really understand it, but it's there. So more in the like I guess spiritual way, I do feel more close to religion, more close to everything. Even though I don't think like if someone sees me, they're not gonna say nah. He doesn't look religious. I'm not gonna like go around looking like a penguin, and I'm just not gonna be like that. Yeah.
So that's interesting. So so after you finish this process, do you feel like you will become like start going to synagogue more and praying, or go back to your old ways? What is the vision?
One of the great things that I see, at least, is that the great thing about religion in general, it's not, for example, that you don't need to be a certain age. Your body, it can be any way you want. You can be 60, you can be 30, you can be 10, you can be whatever age you want, and you'll still find a way basically to connect to, I think, to any religion, really. And it doesn't matter if you're 10 or if you're 60. You still get that connection and everything. And me personally, I don't really know, like, but I don't. Some things for sure is that I do, for example, in special occasions. For example, if there's anything, for example, like Rosh Hashanah or Pesach. Yes, I do see myself. I do see myself doing certain things, but I do, for example, there's so many things that take it really exaggerate, but. I personally think that I would attend to certain things, but not like I won't be hardcore. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Thank you for covering that. Do you have something to say?
I got
Oh, okay.
It's not a joke. It's an actual question. I was just wondering if also the whole learning about all this. I mean, it's mainly like Jewish, like the rules about like Judaism and philosophy. That's what you learn, right?
No, of course we learn more practical stuff, like practical.
Oh, like what do you learn?
For example, how do you basically do an tefillah? What is a tefillah?
Okay.
All those things. For example, the most things that like we have classes, and it really divides itself. And it's basically like one day you like each class you have, for example, kashrut, where they teach about kashrut, specifically one about tefillot, another thing about chagim. about, for example, why is Pesach, for example, called Pesach? Why is it 7 days? Certain things you say, certain things like, why in Yom Kippur, for example, you don't eat. But besides you not eating and everything, like it's a chag. It's like supposed to be, it's basically a festivity. Yeah, it's like, for example, all these other things you hear, like Rosh Hashanah and even like Pesach, Sukkot, everything like that. You're supposed to eat because it's supposed to bring, for example, really like joy. Because
Really?
it's a really, yeah. But in Yom
the
Kippur,
one thing I thought about with the Jewish holidays is that for the most part they're not very uplifting. They're all about like how the Jewish people, how it's like, man, we've had a bad history. I feel like it's the whole thing. It's like I feel like every holiday is like you have to take a vegetable or some food and dip it in salt water because of our
I really like a couple of things because you are who you are through history, and we at least like I'm talking about we more of like the Judaism side of things really remember their history. They like, for example, that God took us out and everything. We really do like remind ourselves. I don't know about other religions about that. I really don't know. I would happy like learn about it. Like, for example, if other like religions are do they learn about their past? There's nothing like I feel like I don't know, maybe Islam. I don't really know about it, but the good thing about Jews is that they really remember their history. And basically, to remember their history, they really appreciate why they're here today. And there brings up like there's so many things about religion that people say, God. I have my own thing with God, which like I like to like keep to myself, and I feel like every person should keep to himself. But in terms of like how a person, for example, I am who I am through my history. I learn my history. I learn who I am. I learn like my past. I know my today, and maybe through that I can maybe take a couple of steps into my future. It's little things like that, and it's not even related to religion. It's just the ways that like that Jews deal with a couple of things. It's just for me, it's sort of like just simple. Like I like it. I really like that.
I have something to ask. In your course, was there any moment where you felt like you had an epiphany?
Like I said, I want to leave.
No, not epiphany. As in, like you learned something and you had like a moment of enlightenment. Like you're like, oh shit.
Oh.
Like it just opened. Like
there's so many things that they're so awesome. Like I don't know why. It makes me say, oh damn, that was really awesome. One of the things that told me that, first of all, like right, there's after like basically this is like all in like the Torah and everything. How basically like God took out like the Am Yisrael, the Jewish nation out, Israel nation out. And one of the things that isn't really known, and I hope my mifakir didn't just do really like a sarcasm to me and like just like no, I'm just joking with you. I really hope he was telling the truth, because I also read it and I was like, is this real? It's basically that God basically, I really hope I'm not wrong. I really hope, because if not, this could be so stupid. Basically, there's the whole like mountain that Moshe like received the Torah, right? Like Mamad al Sinai, and Torah Be'al Peh and Torah and Bechtav. So in the mountain apparently lifted up and was in the air. I told you. I didn't tell you about this? Okay. The mountain lifted up in the air, and God said, if you guys don't get this like Torah in Be'al Peh or Shebechtav, if you don't accept this, this mountain is gonna fall upon you. And it's written, and it's there, and and I was like, is this real? Like, yeah. And I don't know why. I was like, damn, what a freaking boss. Like that's a really ballsy thing to do. And of course there's a meaning through everything, and a lot of things that we like when they write something in any book doesn't mean that it's exactly like that, especially in what is everything to do with religion. When something is written doesn't mean that it actually happened, but maybe to basically show something, to learn a certain message. That happens a lot, and it's really like I'm trying to think to myself, because if I would have talked to myself like 2 years ago, I would have never like connected to this ever. But it's sort of like you gotta be like with open-minded,
Yeah.
You're a little open-minded, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And that interpretation where you said some things aren't exactly as that they happened exactly, but they're just a way to convey a message.
Yeah.
Is that your interpretation or?
No, it's something that is actually there. For example, I told you guys, like, for example, God doesn't have a body. It is one of the things that it's written. It's actually written. And a lot of things, for example, when, again, with Moshe, when he talks to God, it shows, and God shows his back. And Moshe asks, like, show me who you are. And God shows him his back. Or God puts his right hand. He doesn't have a hand. He doesn't have a back. He doesn't have anything. So we, like, that's one example, for example, that is just to show a message. Because when you show, for example, when God shows his back, it means that you only see part of him. You can't really understand what it is. You don't see the face. You don't really understand who it is or what it is. You don't understand anything. But if you see everything, you wouldn't comprehend it. That's at least through the belief of like the Jews. And and that's one moment that like has nothing to do, like it didn't actually show his back.
Yeah, but lifting up a mountain and also in a figure of speech, because we can't understand God's ways of his reactions, is two different things, isn't it? Because we're talking about whether things really happened or is it just there to convey a message.
No, there's a lot of things that do.
I'm talking about like earth miracles that he does.
Yeah.
That God that in the text says he does. Is it taken? Do some people interpret it as like people who've taught you interpret it as a just a message that he's trying to convey, or something that actually happened?
Of course, because there's so many examples. Because it's a lot of pages of books, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of pages. So I'm sure there's like an example for everything. Like I can't remember anything right now, but there is for example one that literally took it literally, and some that took it like it's just to show a basic like message. One of the things that, for example, it's want to basically show a message. You know what? I think about miracles. I gotta tell you honestly, I don't think it's. I think about it. In my opinion, when it comes to miracles, it's less about to show a message. Because it's a miracle, something that
something that actually happens.
Yeah, it's that's the thing. It's something that actually happens. There's a lot of moments that just to show basically a message or anything. Plus, like the book itself, it's written for people to understand, because technically, like God told Moshe what to write. That's like it's written. So it's just for humans to understand.
Do you think, like, do you personally believe everything around, like, most of the stuff that happened in the Bible? No, not at all.
there's a lot.
So like the story with God where he's like trying to RKO them with a
Yeah. No, I do no.
So like something like that, for example. What do you think of that?
No, I do believe, for example, in there's so many things that I do believe. Let me tell you what the stories I do believe. Because it's
like
more,
in their like something like that, for example, you also believe.
Well, I'm trying to think. Like I don't really know what God is. I don't really know what that is. So I can't really understand either a lot of the action, especially if everything. For example, if lifting the mountain up, it could sort of be thing about like a father-son relationship that Jews really have. Yeah. Did you never? For example. Okay, let me take an example. For example,
take a step back first.
For example,
from mountain to father and son.
For example, did your for example, let me try to think. For example,
my dad ever whip
as
out
a kid, like we usually really like. Okay. This is gonna sound weird. Okay, as a kid, you really like sweets, right? It's something that all kids. I can say especially. So when they take out our sweets, we say this is a bad thing. This is like
when they take away the sweets.
yeah. When you
Yeah,
take out the sweet,
okay.
this is a bad person. The sweets are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you grow older and time like
And you realize
catches up,
sweets
you
are
realize
actually
that
bad
was
for you.
actually a very good like discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get that times it like 1 million. There you go. Boom.
What?
Okay, no, I see what he's saying. But here's the problem.
Yeah.
They're like, your parents are like, I'm gonna take away their sweets to discipline you and to make you realize that sweets are bad for you.
Yeah.
The thing is with like in the Bible and God and stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of taking away the sweets, he threatens to take away their lives. It's a much like one's down here and one's like all the way up
Well,
here.
gotta risk it for the biscuit, you know. I can't. That's the thing. I don't really understand it, but it has its moments.
Is that after they built the golden cow?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Or is that
No,
before?
That was before the golden cow. The
That was
golden
before.
It was before the golden cow.
So he didn't keep his promise.
What do you mean? What was the promise?
You said he said if you guys don't accept the Bible. Like
Yeah,
the Bible,
in terms
he's
of
gonna drop a rock.
Moshe. Actually, you know that like God actually wanted to kill like all of Israel.
Multiple times.
He God wanted to kill like all of times. Yeah. I can't. I just really don't
That's
really
our
understand it. I don't really understand it. But the reason why he didn't is because Moshe like basically really prayed and really told him not to do it. And of course, like one of the beliefs is that God knows everything. For example, and it's I think one of those moments God knows that basically they're gonna live. So why should it be written that Moshe basically sort of convinced God? It's just to show that
Which is like a good dude.
that's one of the reasons. Like
Really, to be-
Moshe basically like Moses basically one of the biggest prophets of like because when you talk about prophets and usually when they receive basically what is going to be a prophecy what they do is they usually have like seizures or anything, or they can't they're like this. Moshe just received it. He just did it.
yeah.
It just happened, and that's like also
It's
to
like
show.
you got mail.
Huh?
It's like he just got
Yeah.
mail.
Yeah. It clicks it. Everything is there. Like there's no problem. Usually with other prophets, it's really like a big thing, like a really big thing. Yeah.
To be fair though, with God, you gotta give him a pass on the one with the golden calves. Like that's kind of he just saves them all, and then Moses goes up to receive the 10 Commandments or whatever, and they're like, "Yo, but hear me out. What if we just like worship some cows?"
It's you have to also it's like the same thing of the history. After so many people have been in slavery, they don't know how to act humane. They don't have so many things. So the way of thinking is so different because they were slaves, and sadly there's not as much slaves as there was before, but there are still slaves. And when they basically, it's just in general that you really like, in terms of, I'm talking about Egypt, for example, they're really, how do I call this? Like tluim, like they're really dependent of the Egyptians. So it's just being suddenly very responsible and independent. They don't really know how to act because they've been I think 700 or 400 years. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
I heard a cool line on that a slave only dreams to be a king, which is interesting because like he doesn't. His dreams is only to it's not to get out of the system, but it's just to get to the top of the system.
Be the system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but what did you say? 700 years, 500 years, what?
Basically, what is like the
slaves?
yeah. I just said freaking mumbling for like I don't know. Nice, yeah.
It's good. We've been there, done that. So you're a new man.
I have to say like at least one thing like in terms of like everything that is related to religion. I just don't want like for example especially people because people take it a different way. It was really hard. It's really hard and for me especially to talk about religion and everything, but I want to also think that there is religion, there is everything, and there are certain things that people act in certain ways. I like to think that I like my own way, and it's not like the religion, like for example, it is part of me, but it doesn't define me. That's what I'm basically trying to say. And a lot of people, especially with religion, when they hear about religion, they hear about all these rules, and especially at the Judaism side, there's 613 rules we have to follow. And by the way, for people that are not Jews, there's
13.
I think there's
13 or something.
13 or I think I'm not really sure. 6, 7, 11 or 13. I'm because I didn't really. I honestly just fell asleep in the middle of class. Yeah, it was. So why basically take it's just don't. Religion is good and all, but like don't let it define you until the end. Like be your own person. Like that's that's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, I still love doing movies. Religion is not going to stop me. If religion said, like, yo, you can't make movies, I'm just like, well, no. I'm still going to be myself. And the reason why I personally, relate to so much to the religion is because there's really things I realized that's really noble. That's really respectful. Like, I really like that fact that Jews are really respectful. One of the things, for example, is... if anything happens to one that is close to us, we sleep 1 week in the ground. We don't shave for a month. We don't cut our hair.
I'm talking about someone dies.
If someone, sadly, anything happens. So, and for a year, you don't have any really happy festivities. And this was a rule, like more than 2,000, 3,000 years, whatever it was. So many years, and maybe in the past, I think 500 years, maybe there's basically psychology, there's basically tests that do show that is actually a very good way to deal with these things. There's just so many things that I really agree on. Like, for example, respect to your parents. I really like it, but I always take it my way. I don't like to think of it as I liked how there's rules and everything, but just be yourself. Don't be religion good and everything. Be yourself. That's what really matters. Be a good person. What is for you a good person? And
Amen, brother.
Yeah, be a really
preach the choir.
Yeah. No, really my ultimate goal is just to be a great person, and the reason why I'm doing all this religion thing is more of a. It's not to be a better person, because sure, I could be a better person without the religion and everything. It's just something that is a feeling that I feel like is right.
You feel whole.
That's a very big assumption, because there's so many things that you won't make you feel whole, but you could say that it's
less empty.
You could, in a couple of years, maybe. I'll tell you what. Seriously. Mm-hmm. There's still so many things that has nothing to do with religion, that it's just there. Mm-hmm. Relationship.
But doesn't everything have to do with religion? You can take anything and just connect it to religion.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I don't.
It's dude, that's in school when you start a new subject in a new year. Your math teacher shows you a video and it's like, math is everywhere. It's the same thing.
Religion, yeah. I don't like people that connect religion to every single thing. Goddamn, that's okay. I'm my own dude. Relax. Of course, because I told you, there's 613 rules. Certainly, there's gonna be one rule that says something about this one specific thing. Of course, yeah, but that doesn't mean that I need to follow that rule. I need to know about that rule. If I'm really desperate, I could just figure it out. It's just don't let it define you. Religion is great and everything, but you're still your own person. I feel like a lot of people really do forget that. Sadly, be your own person, be your own guy, and that in my opinion, that's you. There's always the phrase that goes it's basically be a good person before you start getting into religion. Just be a good person, work on yourself, then try to get into religion. Like, be your own person. That's what I really like about, like, deal with your life, do everything your way, and then we can start talking about religion. You can talk to me about all of that. And I personally connect way more into doing things my way. I like, yes, of course, God's there and everything, but I really like how my way. I really like that.
My way on the highway.
The end is near. Yeah.
I love Frank. I love that song.
Some great music.
Some great stuff. So, you are the new you.
Yeah, bro.
But you, Nuriel, I have to say, you're a really good speaker.
Thank you very much.
Very good. Very, very good. I'm sure next time, I feel like the sun's in your eyes.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I can close the.
Deckle. It's cool. Yeah.
It's literally. They can just get up. You can. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Evie? Tell me about your life, bro.
Bro, I don't got what? No. I don't got anything to, you know.
Me and Evie were just talking about salsa.
Oh.
Like,
yeah,
we
salsa, that's what we're
need
talking about.
we need some sauce in our lives, or we need some drama, little
Yeah, he was
things,
like,
you know.
Yeah, he was like, Evie, hit me with the sauce.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you know who you're talking to. There's no sauce. There's no sauce. There's no sauce.
There's
in
always
right now.
sauce, bro. There's always sauce.
I'm
I'm just saying.
There are exceptions to the rule.
You have your salsa, I have my salsa. That's all I'm saying. I'm salsa. I'm Hispanic. I can say that. It's cool.
I don't think that would have classified. I don't think like a really like left.
If you search the word, sauce, stop. If you search the word sauce,
he's white and he said salsa. That's it. We're canceling.
Nah, bro. If you see sauce and like you put like.
Okay, where are you going? Where are you going with
something really?
Where are you going with it?
I'm just saying. Like, my drama is not sauce. It's salsa.
What does that mean? It's like
that I know Spanish. That's it.
I thought
That's
you
all
meant
it
like,
means.
you know, like salsa is like sauce, but even like more spicy.
No. It's
or
just,
like more mild. You know, one of the two. You're like, no, just means like
it's
sauce, but
just a
Spanish
Spanish.
sauce.
Yeah. Same thing.
Like
Did I tell you I started like sleep talking?
Started sleep talking?
I started. Apparently, I was
man.
sleeping, and the guy like shout out to Jacob, the homie. Okay, so we were sleeping, and I apparently sat like straight up, like literally like
Undertaker style.
My back was like 90 degrees with the bed. It was so perfect. That's what he told me, and like
Great.
and I started speaking.
All those hours of working out, you know, make sure you got that.
Yeah, bro.
Back. Finally adds up, you know.
I apparently like sat down, like of course 90 degrees and everything, and then I just like turned to him and started speaking in Italian. I've lived 1 year in Italy. My Italian is so broken and it's just bad.
How old were you when you were in Italy?
I was 5'6".
Bro, that shit's
apparently
crazy.
I was speaking Italian. I was like speaking like full ass Italian.
How do you?
It's somewhere in my brain.
How do they know that you weren't speaking Spanish?
Because do you know the relation between Filipinos and Spanish?
Nope.
And Spain in general. So, okay, if you ever go to the Philippines, sometimes you hear like family names. For example, Gonzalez, Gomez, all these like Hispanic names, and also like family names. The reason to that is because I have no fucking idea. Apparently Spain Spain took control.
From Spain.
I think Spain took control of like the Philippines or whatever, and it sort of stuck there.
They were Spanified.
Yeah, they were Hispanified. Suddenly, all the Filipinos were wearing sombreros and had mustaches, and everybody knew the cucaracha.
And they all eat salsa.
Yeah, they all have the salsa though. They don't have sauce; they have salsa.
Man, that's honestly kind of trippy though. The thing about the Italian.
It's somewhere in your brain.
It's so weird. Also, because here's the thing. Oh yes, you have some breaking news.
Hit me with the knowledge.
The Spanish colonial period of the Philippines began when explorer Ferdinand Magellan came to the islands in in 1520. I probably said it so wrong. Wait, he came to the islands in 1521 and claimed it as a colony for the Spanish Empire, and it lasted until the Philippine Revolution in 1898.
Oh, that's a
long time. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, you want to try to
I'll
pronounce
try to pronounce this.
Fernandad.
Okay, you got it, bro. Okay, the Spanish colonial period of the Philippines began when explorer Ferdinand Magellan.
Yeah, I knew I should have used the Y there. I don't know why.
You know.
Yeah.
Spanish
Right,
is
you
Spanish.
guys talking about something? I interrupt.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna talk. Okay, here's the thing, because I wrote in the pod topic. It's so stupid, but I wrote something like amnesia be crazy, yo. Okay, just really stupid. Amnesia. My brain like hasn't been working. Amnesia. Am I saying it right?
You're
Like,
saying, saying amnesia,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm saying it right.
A-M-N.
You don't know the word
A-M-N.
amnesia? Now I think I'm saying it right. I'm losing it.
Do you have amnesia?
No, I mean maybe. No, okay.
Oh, amnesia.
Anyways, so I was watching the Jason Bourne movies, you know.
Yeah,
I'm becoming
yeah.
a film scholar, you know, as one
Yeah.
does. And you know, the whole thing is how he has like, you know, amnesia and blah blah blah, but he still can do all this voodoo shit. Now, don't get me wrong, it's fiction, right? It's not like it's a true thing.
But
I'm
stop.
pretty
Does he
sure-
know? Does he know what his name is? Like,
No, he didn't even know what his name was.
Okay.
But my point is, like, he had amnesia. He didn't remember anything about himself. But first of all, he still knew, like, I mean, it's gonna sound stupid, but he still knew how to, like, talk and all these languages and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he also knew how to do all this karate voodoo stuff.
I have no idea where that comes from.
So that's the thing. So, right, it's fiction, but I'm pretty sure that stuff isn't, like, that specifically isn't, like, a Jason Bourne thing. Like, in general, if you have amnesia, I think for the most part, you still remember basically everything.
Yeah,
like,
but
how the
it
fuck does
depends
that
how you
work?
access it. I can honestly, like, I think I have no idea how
It's
that really
absurd.
works. And
But
that,
it's kinda
for,
like the
for
same
example,
thing.
think about people that have amnesia. And if something, for example, happens to them, they lose their memory.
Yeah.
In time, they can regain it.
Yeah.
That means it's somewhere
Yeah.
in your brain.
It's so weird.
It's somewhere like and depends and I guess like you can access it through like so many things like parts of your brain, and one of my ways, for example, is through sleep talking, middle of my dream.
But that's I don't. It's kind of crazy.
I know, that's so interesting.
This is purely theoretical, but since you learn things and remember things through synapses that are in your brain, and so the more synapses there are, the more things that are more indented in your memory. So let's say if you have memory loss, probably a lot of the synapses, I don't know, either go away or die, and then there's like very few, and then so the memory is still there, but it's very faint. And in order for you to get to it, you have to connect back to that memory, and then you can remember it.
So you know what you just said?
I know what synapses are, and I don't think it's that.
You don't think what?
Synapses are like basically there's a little space between two neurons,
Oh, sorry, the neurons.
and that's
I fucked
that's the
up
synapse.
so hard.
Oh, is it like
No, wait, no, synapses, because that's what connects things together.
it's not connected, Deco?
Synapses are the word connect.
Synapses are not connected.
They don't literally connect, but don't they connect?
They connect. The neurons are connected through synapses.
If you want to talk about that, yeah, they are. Yes.
Yes. So I'm saying if the less synapses you have for a memory, for example, the more faint it probably is. And if you have more synapses connected with
If you have
each
more
other,
synapses, it means they have more neurons. That's what it means.
yes, but that means also it's more in your brain. It's like for example, muscle memory. For example, if you start doing something, the more and more you do it, the more synapses build, and that's way you remember it better.
Okay.
And the same thing goes for memory. So I'm saying the opposite. If the opposite were to happen, if you have memory loss,
Can you manipulate it? Can you like manipulate it? Imagine you just like. Oh yeah, I just want to. I don't know.
Are you searching this up, Evie?
Bro, Kyle is doing his internet research.
Thank you, Evie. Guys, can we get a round of applause for
Why is your name Kyle, bro?
The guy in
Joe Rogan's guy who searches things up? His name's Kyle. So, Kyle.
You have a.
all these different types of amnesia.
Different types of amnesia.
Oh shit.
I think Evie's found some deep dark web secrets. Wait, how did we get to amnesia? Oh, because the thing you were talking in
I was
Italian?
speaking in Italian, and we talked about amnesia. Like the human body is so freaking. It's just awesome. So interesting. There's so many things that you don't know about your body, and we still don't know. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think we know everything.
We don't know why we sneeze. We don't know why.
We don't know why we sneeze.
Nope.
Seriously?
Oh no, we don't know why we yawn. Why we yawn?
No, isn't it?
No, which one we don't? We don't know either why we yawn or why we sneeze.
We don't know why we sleep.
Also, that too.
What do you mean?
Did you just yawn?
Yeah,
On purpose?
No. I was mid yawn. I was like, oh shit, I'm yawning.
Yeah, we don't know why we yawn. I think sneeze we do know. Yawn is only theoretical stuff.
We also don't know how we get old. What does that mean? Like, why does our... Oh, there's so many things. God damn.
Why no? All things get old.
First line of this article about yawning. By the way, riveting article. Even thinking about yawning can cause you to do it.
What's riveting?
Interesting.
Oh, okay, wow.
Oh, didn't know I was talking to.
Vocabulary, it's just going through the roof.
Can you give me like, Evie, what are like the highest word you can give me? Like the highest, like, if like someone heard you say that word, you were like, oh damn, that's smart.
Yeah, bro, my sister just like been roasting me yesterday and calling me like a little loser because I just like using high words because I don't know, it just fun. I like literally it's the dumbest thing in the world. I just put on a stupid voice and say high vocab words, and she's like, you're just being stupid. You're just saying all these big words and nobody knows them. I don't know what big words I know. Vernacular? I don't know, maybe that word? I don't know. But that just means vocabulary.
You're not smart. You're an intellectual.
Yes. I watch Rick and Morty. I'm very smart.
Shit.
Oh, are you being Kyle now?
Not really. But we were talking about vernacular, and my sister started doing this thing where she has like a word of the day every day. So today, her word of the day was, which is a really funny word. I don't know how to pronounce this. Let's see if.
Let me see the word, bro.
Wait. Let me see. Let me get a pronunciation real quick. Here, you can continue to talk.
Okay. Well. So
high words.
Big words. You know. Yeah. All about the big words. Yeah. You know.
I have really shitty vocabulary.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that I use stupid. I say the word like a lot, and I don't. That's one of the things that I don't like that I say. I just don't want to use the same words and stuff. You know, don't want to be repetitive.
Wait for it.
Bro, can you just go on? I feel like there's an easier way to go on YouTube.
Shut up. Diagnosist. You know what this means?
Is that in English?
This is English.
This is English?
Yeah.
That sounds that sounds German, but
does
never.
sound really
It's
German.
like it's a combination.
Yeah.
This video shows you how to
You know what this means though?
What does that
It
mean?
means a master at dinner table conversation.
A what?
A master at dinner table conversation.
Oh.
Okay, wait.
Is there like a master to like?
And yesterday we what? Master at what?
Like if it's not on a dinner table, it's a morning table. I don't know.
Maybe. And then yesterday she also taught me piano. What was this? Piano mismo. Very softly.
Just say very softly. Like why do you have to say
Piano mismo.
piano mismo? No.
Piano mismo.
Use that in a sentence,
Es
Evie.
muy mismo.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Very softly.
here I have
Adverb and very
Evie.
softly.
Please spell the word piano mismo.
It's not like pretty easy to spell. It's not that hard.
And then I would like you to use the word in a sentence.
I spoke punimously in his ear.
I don't know.
It's like softly, because they're like piano me. I don't know how to say that word. Piano miso. So it's like soft, right? So you can say softly. So I'm guessing you can say piano.
Piano mismo.
You know, you can add the
Piano mismo.
you can add it to the end. You know.
Let's find out.
And you know, as a man of high vocabulary such as myself, you know, I don't know. I think you can. I mean, I'm literally talking out of my ass. Never heard of the word until like 2 seconds ago.
I don't think you can.
Kyle, your research is very slow.
I know. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm right, and you can say that, but
Sure.
nobody uses that word, so you know.
Yeah, some
not very-
piano mismo. I'm gonna think.
Piano is She did. She spoke in a very piano mismo way.
Sure.
Okay.
She played piano mismo along the full orchestra.
What?
What?
Yeah. What? That's.
This is,
She played softly on the in the orchestra.
Yeah.
I mean, when
The final
good for you.
Was beautifully balanced and controlled in the piano mismo ending.
I don't know what it means.
Okay.
I have no idea what it
Also
means.
a noun, a passage marked to be performed very softly.
That's fuck my life.
So good stuff, good vocabulary.
But
Yeah,
you know,
man.
they say reading improves your vocabulary, and I've been reading. I don't feel like it's improved my vocabulary.
You just
Maybe I think maybe it's just a subconscious thing.
you just whooped out that word. What was it called?
But that's I've known that word for years.
That doesn't matter.
Riveting is not like a word like just found out,
But when you used it,
but I've used it before.
I haven't heard you ever use it.
Most of my vocabulary comes from movies.
Oh, maybe that's how my vocabulary is getting better. You know, all these movies,
Yeah.
all the classics.
Learn your ABCs with Jason
By the way,
Bourne
dude,
on John Wick killing everybody.
In the 90s, just like it's all like movies about the mob. So like
All right.
it's mob movies. And they
No,
all star,
that's how
and
you
they
learn
all star
basically
Robert De
street
Niro.
talk. That's how you learn street talk.
Probably, yeah. Also, I was watching a movie with Al Pacino in it. Dude's like, I don't know if it's because of the way he's in the movie. Dude's a weirdo in the movie. Just a weirdo. It's very strange.
I don't know why I got reminded of Mortal Kombat.
I don't think he's in Mortal Kombat, so I don't know.
Oh,
Is
you
Al
know,
Pacino in Mortal Kombat? Do I not know this?
You know what? Rambo is in Mortal Kombat.
Who's Rambo again?
Sylvester Stallone.
Ah, right.
Sylvester Stallone basically
Sorry.
Rocky and
Yeah,
Rambo.
yeah.
That's basically the two.
I never seen Rocky.
Never seen Rocky.
No.
Same.
I only saw Creed 1. That's the only thing I saw.
Well, he directs it, so that's true.
Oh, he directs it?
I think Sylvester Stallone.
Is Rocky
directed
the first
two
movie he
ones.
made? The one he made when he had like no money?
Yeah, I think
didn't like-
Rocky is the first one, and plus, like, then he got. I remember I saw like a clip today about Rambo, and he basically was way more in shape. Damn, like, actors get in serious shape for these movies.
Do they get in shape or do they,
No, they
give
get
him,
in
or they
shape.
give him stuff, you know?
No, bro, I'm sure there's a couple of actors that take drugs and like steroids. Yeah. Well, like for example, what actors do you imagine in your head? I know,
Rock.
for example,
The
Dwayne
Rock.
Johnson. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson. I feel like he would take in his. I don't know if it's so beneficial if he takes. I maybe if he does, I would be like, I would understand why.
I heard speculation. Who's that black guy who plays in Creed?
Michael B.
Oh yeah, so
Jordan.
there's speculation that he also probably took steroids because his like transformation was like great. Like,
Yeah, he was like kind of jacked in the first. He was kind of jacked in the first movie, and he just comes absolutely jacked out of his.
But that's
mind
also
for the
because he
second
trained
one.
for Black Panther in the middle.
Yeah, that's true.
He
I don't
trained
know.
for Black Panther, and
Is
he
he
got
also-
and he bulked up in Black Panther.
That's the thing. Also, how do you know? But who
There are
uses
many
steroids and
side
all that stuff?
effects
like
for
just like by how
steroids.
fast you progress.
No, there are many side effects to steroids. Steroids for,
yes. One of them
Yes.
is balding,
balding. Also
Getting-
like a lot of this.
getting hair, like growing hair stuff.
Less sex drive. Plus, like you can notice, for example, if a part of your body is way bigger, because you won't. Most like people won't use steroids on all of their body. Usually, for example, I know that I have a really weak chest, so I'll use it on my chest. But if you notice that, for example, your trapezoids are suddenly huge and the rest of it basically skip leg day like every day in your life, then you realize, okay, there's something weird here. I think that's also one way that you really realize
It's
it.
just indications to see what what's your training compared to the results you're getting.
It's a lot of hormones, so it has its things. You get, of course, one of the many like side effects is a lot of anger.
Yes. Yeah.
I think there was I think it's still right now. For example, a lot of cops do take steroids.
What?
And I've heard about I don't remember where. One of the I don't know why I get reminded of The Longest Yard. Do you guys see that movie?
That's so familiar.
The Longest Yard is with Adam Sandler, Chris Rock. There's so many like wrestling like I guess just wrestling guys there. I don't know, a wrestler. What wrestling guys? Nice. What a stupid thing. There's a lot of wrestlers there, and they act, and it's about basically like these prisoners are gonna play football against the guards of their prison, and I don't remember which moment had really like they really explained about steroids. I don't remember which moment that was. The it's just that I like to think about all these movies, like how like maybe like some people decide to really take like actors through how they like look besides how they act. What does it matter? Like what is more important basically? Like how you act or how you look?
But acting and looking it's part of the same thing.
Yeah, of course you have to look the part, but it's just imagine. I'm trying to imagine in my mind, for example, if between me and you, Evie, okay? If, for example, I have a lot of acting experience, but you look more like the role, like you can act like I act a little bit better than you, a little bit. Who do they pick? Like that's that. I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to think
but think about it. Like for example, if you're, it depends on the role. But like if there's like the super jacked guys get like certain roles, for example, because it fits the mold. It fits what it looks like. If you have a superhero, you're not gonna get like a scrawny kid. You're gonna get some dude jacked out of his mind.
And like the thing is like when people think about these like heroes and everything, they think about like I don't know, Captain America and everything. Captain America is jacked.
Yeah.
All these like heroes, all these people that you look up to are jacked. You don't really look up to them, for example, for their like person. I don't know. Like. It's just that I would really like to see in more of a like film like in genre in general that more respect to people that aren't like I'm on the chubby side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I see? Like I want to see like a fast superhero. I want to see that. Like I don't know why it's so interesting.
Get the guy who plays.
I want to see a Hispanic superhero on the big screen. I don't think there's been a Hispanic superhero or anything like that.
Not that I know of, no.
And like and I'm sure it would get like one of the great things that Marvel did was for example Black Panther, which was like the very like big black superhero. There was in Iron Man 2 there was Rhodey, but like Black Panther was his movie, and I would just really like to see like more of that, more like diversity in like just in general, because I'm thinking about how like kids, especially like the younger audience, are more when they look at things, they don't really have a lot of criticism. They think that's like I'm not the real thing, but it's the ideal. Like that's how you're supposed to look like. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how everything. And I would really like to see like a lot of diversity. And like more, there is some, but like in general more. It's just really cool. That's it. That's
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg, are you hearing me?
I don't know if I think I'd be wrong about this, but who's Doctor Strange?
He's American.
His friend, is he Asian or Hispanic?
Asian. Wong. His name is Wong, so he can't be Hispanic. Jesus. Oh, that's right. What's his name?
I don't know what his name is.
It's the guy that always like goes backwards and talks like. So basically, I was with this guy, and this guy was like, "Damn, she fine." I'm like, "Oh no!" But then Stan Lee came in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, "Damn!" And like he talks like that. Yeah. He talks like that, and I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name.
There's also an Overwatch streamer that looks exactly like him. It's a random thing. They look identical. Let me see if I can find this kid.
Interesting.
I would like to see more Hispanic like representations.
Yeah,
of
dude,
things.
represent the Hispanics, bro.
There's a cool superhero that's Hispanic. His name is Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
He's he's a DC character, but he's. Find the guy though. What's his name? Ah, but his name is Luis.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. Hey, Luis ese.
Bro, it says here Luis. Oh wait.
Luis is LS.
Él ese. Yeah, bro.
Luis. Luis is a Spanish name?
Luis is a Spanish name, yeah. Well, not like maybe not from Spain, but
Yeah.
are you Spanish speaking country? I don't know which one.
Probably. It probably do be like that, you know what I'm saying? No.
Well, you don't.
what?
Well, you don't see a Luis in Russia.
Obviously, but wait. This is gonna sound really stupid.
Come at me, Declan.
So there's certain Spanish countries, and there's each people have there's different different names that are different popular in different Spanish countries.
Yes.
But is it very noticeable, or is it just is a minor difference?
There is some. For example, if someone comes to me and says his name is Pedro,
Yeah.
I'll know he's from either Argentina or Spain.
Okay.
If someone comes to me with Fernando, it's probably Spanish. If someone comes to me with when I hear Juan, I just imagine Mexican. That's maybe me. Alvaro is a really Spanish name from Spain. Alvaro. That's a really Spanish name, and and there's some names that you say, oh yeah, he's really from there.
Huh.
But sure, you don't know until you ask, but usually it is like Federico, all these names.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about Brazil compared to other countries as well? Is that a big difference, or is it
Brazil, Latino America? I think Brazil also goes in because Brazil is such a big country, and especially with it has a lot of connection with Argentina. Like in football, they hate each other, but they're I guess because they're so near each other in such big countries, they usually get a little mixed up.
Yeah.
And a lot of Argentinians go to Brazil, a lot of Brazilians go to Argentina, and usually I think that Brazilians also have a lot of Latino American names. They have a lot of Latinos names. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I learned something new just now.
Does that blow your mind? Because think about it. Also, if American names and Canadian names are probably not exactly the same, or American names and
Really?
British names. No, yeah,
British. Okay, Canadian.
yeah. I also probably the same thing with Canadian. I would guess.
Yeah. Okay, but I guess you're right. But I wouldn't be able to be oh, he's definitely from somewhere. Nuriel saying you can probably think you can probably guess where he's from.
Yeah, but you won't know until you ask, of course. But if I guess if someone tells you a really French, what's a really French name? I don't know.
There's probably some.
It's, for example, if you literally, my name is Nuriel, Ariel, all these names. You realize that it's Jewish. You realize it's Israeli. All these names.
There's a lot of Jewish names. They're just popular names now. In general.
Ben, I think Ben is really
Ben. Jacob's another one for example.
Jacob, for example. Yeah, it is. But
some Jewish names aren't. I don't think are even.
But if there's a difference. Jewish. If I come to you, yo, my name is Jacob, or yo, my name is Yaakov.
Oh no, that's but one of them you said in Hebrew.
No, there's people say Yaakov there.
I guess so. But that's something the actual Jews, Israelis that would say their name's Yaakov.
Yeah.
My point is, there's a lot of non-Jewish families that call their kids names that are Jewish, but I think a lot of people don't even consider them really Jewish anymore. It's I don't know, Bible names, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually they pick a lot of popular names.
Yeah.
What is the weirdest name you could think of? The weirdest name I have in my mind, which I have no. Usually names have a meaning, right? I guess I'm not the only one that thinks that. When I give a name to a child, I would like to imagine oh, this name has a meaning.
Oh yeah.
I would really like that. Yeah. What the hell is the meaning to Shaniqua? What is the meaning of Shaniqua? I tell to you Shaniqua. What has come to mind?
Water. I don't know why. Because it ends with qua, and I associate qua with aqua.
Oh. What does Shaniqua mean? I'm not ready to die until I know what Shaniqua means.
Not every name has to have a meaning.
What do you mean? You can't just name someone Optimus Prime.
Okay, that's a logical extreme. That's not what I mean. Right?
You better come here.
I don't mean go Kardashian level with your names, right? But you don't have to call somebody something just because for a meaning. All the names me and my siblings, it has nothing to do with the meaning. The reason we have our names.
Your name is Eviatar.
Yeah,
What
it's not
does
that
that mean?
it's not that it doesn't have meaning, but it's not the reason we got our names. For example, that's what I mean. We got the names because my name's Eviatar because my parents were fuck it, it's a nice name.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, Evie is fine. Full name.
Yeah,
A full name in English just sounds just
Eviatar.
not good.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of ugly.
Evie is cool. Though.
Yeah, Evie's fine.
Yeah.
But your parents call you Nuriel for meaning.
You know what? I just realized where my meaning is like there. I think I told you about this. The meaning of my name is God's fire, and Nuriel.
God's fire.
Yeah,
That's kind of hot.
Nuriel is actually an angel, which is like when I realized that I was like, damn, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty hot. Not gonna lie.
That's like I realized like I have a really special name. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's just like I guess like Shaniqua just sounds good, so it exists.
It does sound good.
I want to see the next name. If you're right now having a baby, I would like you to name your baby.
If it's a girl, Shaniqua.
Yeah.
And if it's a boy, Nuriel.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
No,
really, I was
anything
gonna
that's
ask
like
you.
just sounds well. I guess like. Is there a name Ferb from Phineas and Ferb? Is there Phineas?
Yeah, that's
A Phineas there is. It sounds
Phineas.
Swedish. I don't know why. Ferb.
Yeah. Ferb, I don't think so.
Ferb sounds
No.
Scottish.
Kyle's on it.
Maybe can I call you Avi from now on? Avi. Avi.
I don't think we got an answer for your name.
Oh, if you,
Oh
no,
shit! Oh,
What?
I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I would like you to name your child.
Wait.
Yeah, bro.
Ferb is revealed to be a shortened version of his real name. His real name is Ferbs. They really shorten it.
Thank God they shortened it.
A user from Maryland, USA says the name Ferb is of Arabic origin. It means God among men. So Ferb is Muslim, I guess, or in Arab. You
Great
know?
job, Disney.
Hey,
Talking
but there-
about
you
diversity.
know-
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Nice,
There
nice.
you go.
They give it to a white man, so I don't know how you feel. I don't know how we feel
Well,
about
a green-haired white man, white kid who doesn't speak and has a freaking nose rectangle. What? Never mind. Nah, this is Ferbs. Well, good thing they made it short. Yeah.
that. Yeah, I think the thing that made it sure it was really long.
Shit.
Really long to begin with.
Woo!
All right.
Dodge the bullet.
I think we're gonna end the pod.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find Ferb. I can't really find it.
Because with two B's.
Thank you.
Sorry, the first like other question here for Ferb is people also search for is Ferb autistic.
Oh my god. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Was your host, and will still be your host next time. With my co-host Evie. For me, other beautiful guest Noah, thank you for being here.
I'm really happy to be here.
I was about to say thank you for having us on.
This is my show now.
Show takeover. You, the viewer, the listener, can find us on YouTube/Slice and Spice. And if you search us on YouTube, just ignore the Slice and Rice channel you see. You can subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and you can hit us a like if you really like our content, and comment below what was your favorite part. Thank you all for listening. You have been the best. Goodbye.
I got nothing to add.
Dan Hasson echt zo.